thank you, John. And I'm pleased to say it's not my first time here. And absolutely right. I guess I can say that. We're part of North Central, but the Marsh is for tourism. Tiny we like to think of as one of those unkept secrets in a lot of ways, and perhaps this is as well. But we were chatting about that in terms of trying to find the balance, right, between access and usage, but how do you protect it and how do you keep it the way it is? So while you're out on your tours, I know that part of the responsibility is to protect what is there and just be careful where you're walking, but obviously make the observations. I've been given, what, 15, 20 minutes, I think you said? Just relax. 2 minutes! But Kate was very kind because in this role as a mayor, and I'm new at this gig, there's a lot of things that you get opportunities to participate in, and this is one of the nicer ones, shall we say. But I think there's some important things that I learned in reading through the material and reading through Bob's plan and study that he had put together over the last couple of years. But as we just talked about, Tiny Marsh is a jewel. It's one of the largest wetlands, and I think I heard Bob tell me, one of the most important wetlands in southern Ontario, southwestern Ontario. We've got about 600 hectares of marsh and about 300 additional acres of forest. And it was the first provincially owned and managed wildlife area. It's recognized as an IBA, an important bird area, and a mecca for naturalists. And as you're finding out today, people travel from a long way away to explore this marsh, and we who are lucky enough to live nearby it, as I said earlier, must treasure and protect it. The biological inventory revealed that the Tiny Marsh is in good health, and if challenges such as invasive species are addressed, the future looks good. And it should be understood that while the marsh still belongs to the province of Ontario, it used to have a staff of Ministry of Natural Resources personnel who work from this very nature center. Now a volunteer board of directors, and many of them are here today, and a couple of them are actually cooking our lunch for us today. They're responsible for all the operations. And that includes our dear friend here, John Turnbull, as the president, and he and the board on my behalf are to be commended for their hard work. Tiny Marsh is the place that we all enjoy. Thank you for that. Bioblitzes, which we're all partaking in today, are taking place around Ontario and indeed around the globe. They are a wonderful opportunity for citizens to learn about the natural world and how important it is for us to be mindful of all the creatures that share our spaces here on the planet. This is the first Bioblitz, as I'm sure you all know, at Tiny, and I think the intent is that it becomes an annual event. So that's very exciting. A particular feature of this year's Tiny Bioblitz here at the Marsh is the participation of the very first class of Master Naturalists to graduate from the new course sponsored by Lakehead University and Ontario Nature. So those folks, some of them have hats on, or on the back of their t-shirts, they are referred to as the naturalists, while the rest of us are just Bioblitzers. So the course has run over the past 6 weeks, one Saturday a week, and the Bioblitz is the final, the 7th, volunteer element for them. So this is another project that Bob helped start. So again, Bob, we owe you a great debt of gratitude for all the hard work you do here in Central. And from a personal point of view, I just want to mention, we talk about volunteers, and I firmly believe that one of the big strengths of the community here in Township of Tiny are our volunteers. Without your energy, your commitment, and your focus, we can't be the community that we need to be and want to be. So I thank you all for that. Enjoy your walk, and thank you for your time.
Good.